Hello and welcome to another edition of 5th grade math. I'm Mr. Manila and joining me as a...
I'm an elephant.
You're an elephant.
Yeah, I'm an elephant.
Is that what that is? You've got a little trunk redundancy going on.
Yeah.
Looks more like a horn, honestly.
It kind of does. I think it's because my eyeballs are directly on top of my head, which is not normal for most people.
Speaking of which, can you see?
Yeah. Between the trunk.
You sure? I see like one eye peeking out like you're a pirate. An elephant pirate.
Yeah, that'd be a fun ship. It might go down, though.
Well, yeah, it's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
So.
What are we doing today?
We're going to be learning about time today.
Yeah?
And you might be thinking, I know how to read a clock. Well, we're not doing that. We're going to be talking about figuring out how much time has passed between things. Okay?
Oh.
So, for example, if you went to bed at 9 o'clock at night and you got up at 6 in the morning, you wanted to know how many hours that was. How many hours would you have slept?
Well, 9 minus 6 is 3? That does not seem right.
That's because it's not.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not.
6 minus 9. No, I don't know how to do that.
You were asleep for negative 3 hours?
Sometimes with my crazy dreams, it feels like that.
Yeah, the subtraction thing doesn't work if you cross over a 12, so we're going to have to figure that out.
Oh.
Okay, if you cross noon or you cross midnight, you can't do the subtraction thing. If you go from 2 in the afternoon to 6 o'clock in the evening and you do 6 minus 2 and you get 4, that's fine.
Oh.
But when you cross a 12, when you cross noon or you cross midnight, things get different.
Things get tricky at midnight. All right.
Well, I'm always in bed by then. I don't know what he's talking about. I have not been awake at midnight in years.
Well, sometimes I just stay up and talk to our friendly ghost.
We have a ghost?
Yeah.
Is it the same as the aliens on the porch?
No. They are definitely not the same, but they get along really well.
So there's a ghost who talks to you.
Yeah.
And to the pigeons.
Yeah.
Does this ghost have a name?
Yeah. It's Picard.
His name is Picard?
Yeah. He likes tea Earl Grey hot.
Is this ghost real?
Yeah. He's really real.
Is he bald?
Yes! How did you know? You've met him! Really nice.
You've been falling asleep while watching Star Trek again, haven't you? Yes.
I mean...
It's nice that you're branching out into other forms of sci-fi.
I love the space sagas of any kind. But, soothing sounds of Star Trek. No, there really is a ghost, I swear!
Does he ever say, make it so?
Gosh, you have met him!
You've been falling asleep during Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Soothing sounds.
Great show. Great show.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But that's not.
All right. Well, let's just figure out this time vortex thing.
I mean, yeah, Patrick Stewart is just soothing you to sleep. I understand.
Yes. Okay. Well, maybe that's true, but I like to think that he is a ghost that hangs out with me, and we play 3 levels of chess. It's really fun.
All right, let's play 3 levels of time math.
Ooh.
I don't know if there's actually going to be 3 levels.
Let's jump into the time-space continuum. Engage.
Continuum?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Continuum.
That's what I said. Continuum.
Close enough. All right, we'll be right back.
Make it so.
Yes, make it so. We'll be right back. Okay, so to figure out elapsed time, or how much time has gone by, we are going to make a timeline.
Whoa.
Which is really just a number line, but the numbers are hours.
Yeah.
Okay? So,
don't mess with the timeline.
This weekend, Friday night, you went to bed at 3 in the morning.
That is correct.
I remember because you woke me up
Uh-huh.
to ask me where your blanket was.
Yes, and I needed a drink of water.
Right. Well, your blanket was in the closet where it always is, and your water bottle was right next to it.
Yes, but I needed you. It's just not the same unless you tuck me in.
Yeah, so, untrue, okay? You didn't need me.
I know, you were a little grumpy, but it's always worth it.
It's fine. I'm actually really good at falling back asleep.
Yeah,
so,
he sure is.
It's a talent that runs in the family.
It's like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay,
anyway.
It was 3 a.m. That is correct.
Okay, so we're trying to figure out, you got out of bed at 1 p.m. I was making lunch.
Yeah.
Okay? And you woke up and you asked for some coffee.
Yep.
So I gave you what was left in the pot, which
Yep. I love the dregs.
was a mistake.
Yep. The most caffeine is concentrated in that little swirly bit on the bottom.
Even I, as a teacher, still have much to learn. But anyway, you had your breakfast, which was Takis and eggs. It's like bacon and eggs, but worse. And we went on with our day. So we want to figure out how long you slept for. Okay?
Yeah. I mean, it felt like a long time.
It was a pretty long time. So here's the thing. You can't just go, oh, well, I slept 3 to 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. No. Not how it works.
That wouldn't work.
What we're going to do is we're going to make lines for all the hours between 3 and 1. Okay? So remember, it's just 3 in the morning. So midnight's over here. Midnight's already happened. Okay? And so what hour comes after 3?
Well, that's 4 a.m.
4. Okay? What comes after 4?
5 a.m.
And then?
6 a.m.
And then?
7 a.m.
That's when I got up. And then?
8 a.m.
And then?
9 a.m.
And then?
10 a.m.
And then?
11 a.m.
And then?
Noon.
Noon. That's 12. Okay? So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12. Okay? 12 noon.
All right.
Okay?
There it is.
Now we can see how many whole hours have elapsed. How many? We're going to make loops for every single one. We're going to color code this. Pick one. Red, blue, or green?
Green.
Green. Okay. Steady.
Okay.
So count with me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
10 hours.
Whoa. No wonder I felt so rested.
Yeah, which is why you didn't need the coffee.
I did, though.
Yeah, well.
It was Saturday night. I had to be ready to party.
Yeah.
With you.
Yeah. We didn't really do anything exciting. We did watch some more Star Trek, though, and you kept saying, that's my ghost. And I kept saying, that is Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the Enterprise. He's not a ghost. He's still alive.
Man, I love that guy. He's like the grandpa I never had.
He's pretty great.
Yeah.
Okay. National treasure, even though he's not American.
Yes.
Okay. So, that was 10 hours. Now, you want to do the next night?
Yeah.
Okay. So, when you went to bed Saturday night and when you got up Sunday?
I woke you up to tuck me in around, I think it was like 1. It was earlier.
Okay, yeah, it was, that's kind of surprising, actually.
Yeah.
So, 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And what time did you get out of bed the next day?
3 o'clock.
3 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It was really late.
I
kind of regret it.
Yeah, okay, it's a lot of sleep. We're going to figure out exactly how much sleep that is.
Okay.
So, what hour comes after 1 a.m.?
2 a.m.
2. Then?
Yeah, 3 a.m.
Then?
4 a.m.
Then?
5 a.m., which is when you were really mad at me because I did not turn off my weekday alarm.
It's not that you didn't turn off your weekday alarm. You don't have a weekday alarm. You turned on my weekday alarm.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I just like playing games on your phone, and then I fall asleep, and my hand's on it, and things go crazy. But you woke up at 5, and you were pretty mad.
They say you get used to getting up at 5 in the morning. Not true.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, then after 5 came 6.
Yes.
And then 7.
Yes.
And then 8.
Correct.
And then 9.
Correct.
And then 10.
Yep.
And after that came 11.
Yep.
And 12. That was noon. And it went over to PM. And then it was 1 p.m. And then it was 2 p.m.
Right.
Oh, and then it was 3 when I got up.
Okay, so we actually had to cram some in there. I didn't properly space that out all the way because there was a lot of hours in there.
You did a pretty good job.
Well, thank you. I do my best. Okay, so let's count the loops. You want to do it in green again?
Yeah, let's do it in green again.
Okay, so how many hours did you sleep?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Oh. I should have gone 12, 13, 14.
14 hours.
I was just really into that counting.
14 hours you slept. An impressive number. It's like you're in college.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So,
I'm a growing Muppet.
When you're trying to figure out how many hours something took, you have to use your timeline, whether it's mentally or otherwise. Okay, you can't just go 3 minus 1 and call it 2. That's not how it works.
No.
Okay.
I gotta count it all up.
That's right. Okay, now let's try something that's going to be a little bit trickier because we're going to bring minutes into the equation. You ready?
Maybe.
Okay, we'll be right back.
All right.
Okay, so under normal circumstances, our school day starts at 7:30 and it goes to 2:20 in the afternoon. Now, this is virtual learning is a little bit different, but when we were back in the school buildings at our school, that's how it went. Okay?
Dropping us off the bus and then picking us back up.
Right. So we're going to figure out exactly how long this is. Now, we can't just do the loop counting thing because it's not an exact hour. We're not on the hours.
Oh, yeah. Okay? This one's got minutes.
It does. So what I want you to tell me right now is what is the next whole hour after 7:30?
8:30?
No, don't add an hour. Just tell me, like, you're at 7:30. When would the clock, like, strike at the 12 again?
Oh, 8 o'clock.
8, exactly. Okay, and then what's the next hour?
9 o'clock.
9, and then?
10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
11 o'clock.
Yep.
Noon.
12.
Yeah, 12.
And then?
1 p.m.
1, and then?
2 p.m.
Right. So now you can see these are our whole hours, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
And what we're going to figure out is the total amount of time by adding the hours and the minutes. So let's use our green for our hours. Keep that consistent, okay? How many? This is not a full hour, so we're not going to count this one. How many full hours do we have?
Well, 8 to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 hours.
6 full hours of learning. Learning and laughing and loving and living.
Okay, how many minutes is this here? 7:30 to 8.
Oh, it's like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's half an hour, right?
Yeah,
30 minutes.
It's like breakfast time.
30, and then how many minutes is 2 to 2:20?
Yeah. The longest 20 minutes of my life.
It's 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So now we have 6 hours, 30 minutes, and 20 minutes. So put that 30 and that 20 together, and what do you get?
50 minutes?
50. 6 hours, 50 minutes.
Oh, it's almost 7 hours.
Right. Now, the 30 made it kind of easy, but if you're wondering exactly how many minutes it was, like let's say it was 7:35, okay, you'd have to figure that out by subtracting the total number of minutes here from what?
What?
So how many minutes are in an hour?
60.
60. So you'd subtract this number from 60. Not the 7, just the number of minutes.
Oh, just to figure out how many are left.
Right. So if it was like 7:45, you'd subtract that from 16, you'd get
60
15.
minus 45. Oh, 15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right. So that's how you'd figure out that amount of time in between.
Oh. What do they call this? Time that passes.
Elapsed time.
Elapsed time.
Yeah. Elapsed means has gone by. Yeah. It's happened.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'd say how much time has elapsed during.
Oh, I've heard people say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that 20 minutes between 2 and 2:20, man, I'm just doing nothing but looking at the clock.
And that makes it seem slower, right?
Yes!
That brings us to the theory of relativity. Now, if you got 45 minutes, I'm going to go over what Einstein said about that. You got time?
No.
Okay, the long and short of it is that if you're doing something fun, it feels like time goes faster. But if you're doing something that you're not really enjoying, it's going to feel like it took longer. Okay?
That was a good TLDR version.
Yeah. 30 seconds on a roller coaster, gone like that.
Yeah.
But, accidentally put your hand on a hot stove for 3 seconds,
Ah!
and it's going to feel like an eternity. So,
yeah.
the theory of relativity.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Let's do one more where we have to, our combined minutes is more than an hour.
Ooh, we got to, carry minutes.
Yeah.
Regroup minutes.
So, let's say we are going to track how much time you spent on your tablet.
Oh, it always gives me an alert.
Right.
Every week it goes up and up.
Okay, so let's say you started at, 12:10 in the afternoon.
Yeah, I just got up and I got on and I started checking on my social media.
Right, and you didn't stop until dinner, which was at 6:45.
Yeah.
Okay?
Whoa.
So, but they're both PM, all right? So it's not going to be...
That's a lot of screen time.
It is. Too much.
Yeah.
But,
that Harry Potter Hogwarts mystery game really gets me.
Okay, so after 12, what was the next whole hour where the minute hand would have been at 12?
It got to the next hour.
1
o'clock.
1 o'clock, right?
Okay, I
so
got you.
1.
Okay.
Then, what comes after 1?
2.
2.
Sorry, I forgot this was a two-person activity.
Right, and then?
3.
And then?
4.
And then?
5.
And then
6.
okay. So now we've got these whole hours, and
Okay.
we've got some extra minutes left over. So
Okay.
let's count the whole hours.
Okay.
How many we got here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 hours.
Okay. 5 whole hours.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, that's lost screen
It's
time.
more than that.
My poor eyeballs.
Now, to go from 12:10 to 1 o'clock,
Yeah.
how many minutes would that have been? Now
I
remember,
don't know.
you subtract the 10 from the whole hour, which is 60. So subtract that 10.
60 minus 10?
Yes.
Well, that's 50. That one's easy.
50 minutes. Okay, we're going to put our
Okay.
little colon there so we're reminded that that's minutes.
Oh, smart.
And to go from 6 to 6:45, how many minutes is that?
Just 45?
Yeah, just count this number. Okay?
Yeah.
This side is easy. Okay?
Yeah.
45. So now, 5 hours plus 50 minutes plus 45 minutes. Well, how many minutes is that together?
I don't know. Well, it's 95 minutes.
It's 95
if I just
minutes.
add those together, it's 95 minutes.
But the problem is we can't say 5 hours, 95 minutes because this is an improper fraction for time. Yes!
There's a sneaky hole in there.
But it's solvable. Okay? Because
Okay.
we're just going to subtract the 1 hour out of it, which is 60. What's 95 minus 60?
35.
35. So we're going to take this whole 60, this 1 hour, and we're going to add it to the 5 up there. How much is that going to become?
Now it's 6 hours.
Now it's 6 hours, and then you still have this many minutes
Our
left
remainder
over.
minutes, 35.
So it's 6 hours, 35 minutes. That's how long
With
you spent.
elapsed time, sometimes you subtract from 60, and sometimes you subtract 60.
Yes. So honestly,
Okay.
here's the thing with elapsed time. And you know what? I'm going to cover this in the recap. So we'll be right back. You ready to do the recap?
Yeah, I'm totally ready to do the recap.
Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, so for elapsed time, there's a few steps you need to do to figure out how long something took. Okay?
Okay.
You make your timeline.
Yeah.
Okay,
Draw
you
the line.
label it appropriately. Okay?
Yes.
Count your whole hours.
Yeah.
Count your minutes. Okay?
Yeah.
Add them together when you need to. Okay, and then add everything together and regroup whole hours if necessary.
Yeah.
Meaning you take out a whole 60.
Yeah, a
Put that
whole
on
is 60 parts in this
Right.
instance.
It's not 100. You want to think 100? It's not 100 minutes in an hour. It's 60.
No, yes.
So really-
that would break the time-space continuum.
Oh, you said it right. Good.
Ah, I did it!
Okay, so honestly, with time, you all know how many hours are in a day. You know how many minutes are in an hour. It's just a matter of common sense, but don't just rush through it. You have to stop and think, oh, I started here, I ended here. Let me figure out how long this took.
Yeah.
It's perfectly doable.
Count up what's in between.
Right. And that's really
Yeah.
all there is to it.
Yeah, you kind of like, we chunked it out. We did the big chunks of the hours, and then we added the minutes chunk.
Mhm.
So I think that makes it easier.
It does. It
Yeah.
should.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to go watch some Star Trek Voyager now?
You ready for a new Star Trek series?
Yeah,
Or have you been watching Voyager without me? My Netflix algorithm is so messed up because of him.
All space.
The recommendations are...
Yeah. Well, Janeway is kind of the best captain, I think, and I want to go watch some more. I mean, I love Picard, don't get me wrong. But man, that Catherine Janeway. Whew. Let's go.
All right.
All right.
This concludes our video lesson.
Bye, guys.
See you next time.
Bye.